for the Week 16 stats and box scores. Let's open up the chat real quick. It's already set up in Discord. Alright, I have no clue if the game will save or not. Knowing Madden, it probably won't. Not that it really matters, because, again, we can just give Carolina a force win. But Baker's going to lose out on all those ridiculous numbers. I want to see Baker's final stats. He was like 37 for 40 with like 450 yards or something absurd like that. I imagine the first game will have saved, though. Alright, I think it was OFL 2. I think it's that one. Yeah, it definitely auto-saved the first game, but I don't think it would have auto-saved the second game. Okay, yeah, I did pick the right one. Did not save. Okay, so we'll give Carolina the force win. And now we will simulate. FEA, all our homies hate EA. Alright, here we go. Force advance. Let's see what happens in the rest of the league. Okay, we beat the Chiefs. So the Diablos have clinched the AFC West, fellas. And the Chiefs are pretty much out of the playoffs. 35-28, a very high-scoring game. We passed for less than 200 yards, so it looks like Chippendale didn't even win it for us. Oh, he did. 3 touchdowns. And look at Isaiah Thomas. 4 touchdowns and 3 picks. What an odd stat line. Josh Jacobs did his thing. Imagine being nervous now. Facts. 2 touchdowns for Juju, 2 for D.D. Westbrook as well. Not a lot of sacks. I don't love that. Only Okereke and White. So Garrett and Barrett all had none. Devin White had a pick. No, that was Okereke who had a pick. Along with Igbo and McKinney. Thoughts on Chippendale being in the MVP watch? He should. Because he's been really good since week 4 or whatever. The Dolphins lose to the Texans. Houston should be officially in now, I think, with a clinched playoff spot. The Dolphins looking like they'll be picking in the top 5. Russell Wilson in his final game as the starter. Remember, Colbert is back healthy this week. And he was solid. Imagine how depressing it would be to lose to the Rams. Wow, Aaron Jones, hello. Aha, we back. All we got to do is hold down that 3 seed. That would be a success for you guys. I mean, you guys are guaranteed the 3 or 4 seed, so there's really not a lot of movement possible with the Caps. Eagles. If they lose, they clinch the #1 pick. And they do lose to the London Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, I think, are 8-7. So they could still get a wild card spot with an outside shot. The Eagles will officially get the first pick. Austin Buckley was, I mean, he had threw 2 touchdowns, but he also threw under 50%. Just want to make the playoffs. Had that hellish confidence. Well, you guys should make it pretty much no matter what. It would take a miracle for the Cardinals not to be in. Niners. In typical Husker fashion, they lose to the Saints, 44-38 in overtime. So it was the defense who refused to show up. Dak Prescott did pretty much all he could. But Jimmy Garoppolo has been so average this year. And then, like, the past, 2 weeks, he's thrown for, 800 yards and 8 touchdowns. What is going on with Garoppolo? Le'Veon Bell, nice amount of yards and 3 touchdowns. Wow. Thanks, EA. There you puck. Who had 11 catches? Corey Davis. Corey Davis is a machine for this team. You need the Niners to sink. Well, they're sinking here, so in order for San Francisco to have a better record than Arizona, the Cardinals have to lose out, and the Niners have to beat the Chargers. Jacksonville loses to the Steelers. Wow, I think Pittsburgh is out of the playoffs, but this is big for Jacksonville, who falls to 7-8. Joe Burrow did all he could. He outplayed Mookie Gray, although Mookie was pretty good too. Nobody ran the ball well. Jerry Jeudy with a solid game. Nobody allowed a sack. So what? Nobody sent pressure? Nope, no sacks. None at all. You're in, you're not in. You're still technically, I think, a game back, but the Niners losing is helpful. Jets lose to the Lions, so the Jets fall to 7-8. The Bills are now, I guess, technically in the driver's seat in their division unless they lose this week. Jameis was solid. Matt Ryan was, Matt Ryan should not win the MVP. Madden better have someone else new in first. Who's Carolina playing next week? We can check when we get to them, because I don't know off the top of my head. Carolina plays the Cowboys. So Carolina should win because Dallas sucks, but the Cowboys beat all the good teams. So New England is officially eliminated from postseason contention. If they were not already out, they are now officially done. So for the first time since OFL 19, a team not named the New England Patriots will be... I never thought I'd see the day. New England might just sneak in anyway, even though they're eliminated, because of logic. If the Rams beat me, they leapfrog the Niners? No, they split, so I don't really know how that would work. But the Rams winning would really make things interesting. So I wouldn't mind it happening, although I wouldn't mind seeing the Cardinals make the playoffs either. Portland loses, so Arizona clinches the division with a win. If the Rams win, then the Cardinals are one game ahead of everybody. Might as well sit some players. Yeah, you could. Wow, look at the quarterback play. Kyler and Small were both ridiculously good. Are we going to see Keaton start at quarterback in Week 17? That'd be a guaranteed win, though. You're 5-1 in division. That's true. The Rams, I don't think, are. So the Niners would still have the tiebreaker over the Rams. Arizona beats LA, so the Cardinals clinch the NFC West officially because they have 10 wins. But most Portland and San Francisco can get are 9. So Arizona, with a big fourth quarter comeback, punches their ticket into the playoffs. Alexei Smirnov, 3 touchdowns. He got sacked 5 times, though. Rams are pretty much out. I don't think they can get in. What's good? She Hates LT. Welcome to the stream, my guy. The Cardinals have won an in-division game. I don't believe it. They've done it. Your reward is a playoff spot representing the entire division. Ravens, they need to lose in order to tank, and they win. They beat the Colts! Oh my! This is worst case scenario for both teams. The Ravens needed to lose, and the Colts need to win. So Indy is tied with Houston, I think, for the South. I think the Colts probably clinch a playoff spot anyway, but, oof, Jared Goff was not very good. The Colts have been like a game... Wow, look at Gus Edwards. 6 carries, 9 yards. Nice. But the Colts have been like a game ahead of the Texans this entire season, and now it's tied. So, yeah, that division is interesting. Can Colbert return from injury and lead his team to the division title? Wait. What did Lambeau do? I didn't even notice. Hold on. Josh Lambeau won a game at quarterback, and he was pretty darn good. I was looking at goof stats. I totally forgot Lambeau was starting at QB. So Josh Lambeau, Brian Amaya, and Keaton Howlett-Ting have all won games as starting quarterbacks in OFL history. Caps beat Orlando, so Columbus should get the 3 seed, although they are tied with Arizona. Why does Columbus only try in the fourth quarter? Remember, they had 28 points in the fourth quarter last week, and this week they have 21. Josh Lambeau is the best quarterback. Wow, Wentz, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 0 touchdowns, and 3 picks for Tua Tagovailoa. Tavius Murray scores twice as the 3rd stringer. Nice amount of yards for N'Keal Harry. Kelvin Harmon scores twice. Wow, a lot of picks. I guess that makes sense considering both quarterbacks threw 3. All right, hold on. I just have to do something real quick, guys. Okay, boom. All right, who's next? We saw the Snowhawks. Steamer. So this is good news for Dallas's tank. I don't think Memphis has a shot to make it, so this is not good news for their tank. Woodard was solid, though. Harmon has been such a monster as like a 70 overall. He has been he's been arguably better than Stephon Diggs. Which is odd. But, I mean, it's Madden, so. What else do you expect? 2 sacks for Van Noy and Crosby. Caps games don't affect you anywhere. That's true, because they have 10 wins. Wait. Does Columbus have 10 wins, or do they have 11 wins? Hold on. How many losses do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but yeah, it still doesn't affect Toronto. But Columbus is 11-4. I thought they were 10-5 for some reason. Who's next? I think the Titans. I don't think we've seen them. Oh, we did. They beat New England. Cougars beat the Bengals. This is good news for the Cougars, or good news for the Bengals tank, and this is good news for the Cougars seeding. So us in Chicago will get 1 and 2. It's just a matter of 2. If we win, I think we get it. If we lose and they win, then they get it. And if they lose, we get it. Bills beat the Chargers. So Buffalo is a game ahead in the East. Are we going to have every wild card team in the AFC other than Houston under 500? I think we will. Which is kind of sad. Don't the Diablos have... Yeah, I think we have the tiebreaker. So as long as we win or they lose, then we'll get it. Bucks obviously lost. Bulldogs won. Caps won. Cardinals won. Chargers lost. Chiefs lost, right? Who did they play again? They played us, and they lost, yes. Colts lost. Cougars won. Dallas lost, and that brings us back to us. Okay. All right. 16 weeks down. 1 to go. Let's take a look at the players of the week, and then we'll see standings. Players of the week. Probably would have been Baker in the NFC. Instead, it's Le'Veon Bell, Aaron Jones, Jalen Ramsey, and Tremaine Edmonds. Clinching in a division of the NFC finally feels like finishing the side quest of the video game. I mean, that's an accomplishment, clinching that really stacked NFC West. So the AFC North, not a lot to talk about here. The Cougars won this division easily. These 3 teams are fighting for draft position. It looks like the Colts still have a tiebreaker over the Texans. What is their division record? The Colts are 5-1, the Texans are 4-2. So Indy still holds the tiebreaker. In the AFC East, the Bills are 8-7. They now lead the Jets. What is the divisional record? It favors the Bills. So Buffalo should get the division no matter what, but they haven't clinched yet because Madden is dumb. We obviously clinched the West. Chargers and Raiders still fighting for a playoff spot. Chiefs look out of it. Thunderbirds clinch the North. Packers still grasping for straws. In the South, Carolina officially clinches it. Bucks have not gotten a playoff spot, but they should get one. The Saints are 8-7. The Saints could make it because Jimmy Garoppolo is cooking. The Caps are 11-4. Cardinals clinch the West. Hold on, I do want to see what the situation for the draft is, because the Eagles have 1. Who has 2 at the moment? Orlando has 2. Okay. Dallas, Baltimore, Miami, and New England all in the fight there. All right, so I'm going to show injuries. We're going to look at the Week 17 schedule, and then I'm in a hurry in real life, so I won't have time for the awards. But I have time for the other 2 things. All right, let's see if there's any big new injuries. Taylor Lewan, obviously we saw that one. J.J. Watt, I think, was already hurt. DeAndre Swift dislocated his ankle. That's new. What happened with CeeDee Lamb? That's an interesting question. He is out for 3 weeks. Okay, that's actually not a lot. So CeeDee Lamb will miss Week 17, and he will be back for the Conference Championship if Toronto were to make it. It's like the only new injury this week. Oh, so that's why Stephon Diggs did nothing last week. He pulled his groin. That's definitely new. I think Nickel Roby-Coleman is also new. He's done for the year. So the Caps are really getting hit here down the stretch by injuries. Jerry Alexander back for the Cougars. And that is it. So Week 17. What do we have on the schedule? We're watching 3 games. God, I forgot EEA said all these injuries. All right, we'll do week schedule, and then I do want to show the playoff picture. I forgot about that, but yes. Jags, Caps. This is a good game. I mean, the Jags are playing for a playoff spot, and the Caps are playing for seeding. Steamers, Packers. Steamers aren't playing for anything, so probably not. Saints, Ravens. That's interesting because now New Orleans is kind of in it. Bills, Pats. Buffalo wins the division with a win. Raiders, Colts is kind of a good game. The Raiders with a win are maybe in. The Colts with a win should clinch the division. Eagles, Lions, no. Bulldogs, Titans, probably not. Texans, Cougars. I like this game. Cougars are playing for seeding. Texans are playing for the division. Snowhawks, Rams. This game looked more enticing 2 weeks ago. Snowhawks are still in the middle of maybe making the playoffs. They pretty much have to win to get in. Chargers, Niners. That's a good game. Niners playing for a playoff spot. Chargers are 2. Dallas, Carolina, probably not. Steelers, Chiefs, no. Sentinels, Thunderbirds, no. Bengals, Bucks, no. Dolphins, Jets, no. Cardinals, Diablos, hell yes. So Arizona, Mexico City is a good game. Chargers, Niners, Snowhawks, Rams, Texans, Cougars, Vegas, Colts, and Jags, Caps. Those look like the best games. All right, playoff picture. So in the AFC, we are still the 1. It looks like the AFC playoff picture has not changed at all. That's funny. NFC, there are some changes. The Niners and Snowhawks are not in the playoff picture, and the Saints and Bulldogs have entered the picture. So the wild card race in Week 17 is going to be wild. With the Niners, Packers, and Snowhawks all at 8-7, tied with London and New Orleans. So that's a 5-way race. And the Bucks have not clinched either, although Tampa Bay should get in pretty easily. How many teams have clinched in each? The AFC has had 4. The NFC has had, I think, 4 as well, yes. So, 8 spots clinched, 6 to go. That stream will be sometime Sunday afternoon. I'll probably give you guys a time tomorrow or early Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon.